Hello, my name is Ken Eaton, and today I'm going to do a demo on TA24 online area move and table alter. Online area move, or how we call it OAM internally, has the ability to move an existing database area, control datasets, but not the LXX to a physical new volume. It's driven via a console command. This can run anytime with the base open, and it has some restrictions. Basically, no single user DB utility functions can be running when you want to run this feature. Table alter for allowing compression. This has the ability to alter any table to add, change, or remove compression routines. This is driven via DD update, transaction 1000 alter. This can run anytime with the base open. Some restrictions, again, same as before, no single user DB utility functions. On to the demo. This is an example of how we're going to do online remove, and we have to create new data sets. This JSON string you're seeing here shows you how the attributes I'm using to create a new data sets to be used to allocate these data sets. So basically, it's a BR14 allocate data sets. We're going to run this. Next job is how basically some new features we built to allow this to occur. We have a thing called pre-init, which we're going to introduce in 14 and in 15, and also we can drop a pre-init data set, and this information is stored in the CXX. So an example here you're seeing first is how we drop it from CXX if it already exists. It makes this rerunnable. The first thing to notice is report equal CXX type equal P. This is like a type A report, but it's for type P, and what it's for is this other thing is defined as pre-init to the CXX. And we have before and after images here of that. Then we have the actual pre-init function, which defines it to the CXX. Here, what's of interest to you here is the block size has to be the matching block size of the current data set you have allocated. And then we have to, in the volumes, something else you want to think about coding, because if it's on 5 volumes, you may want to code 4 here, so we pre-init will allocate 4 volumes before we start running the actual online remove. Online remove will resize it to 5. If it's 5, you have 1 here. He'll just keep doing extends until he fills them all up. Again, we run a type P report to pick up this information here. Then down here is an example of how we'd actually do the online remove. This is a command syntax we do through DB utility to actually do the online remove. This can be done via MBS modify as well. And what is interesting here is delete is an option. If you don't code delete, we keep the data sets. The data sets that we keep basically are placeholders. They really serve no purpose other than being a placeholder. Because once we start to move, any new adds go to the new data set, not to the old one. So by default, I happen to like delete, so I code delete in all my what I use in the house for me. So what we're going to do now is run this job, and this will give us a demonstration of how online area move runs in multi-user. And we'll wait for the job to start. And he's running the pre-inits. He hasn't got to the step to, that's what a pre-init looks like. And the pre-init job. So this commands are been issued to multi-user. Now we go look them up and watch it run. So let's go to the top and page down what we see. So what we have beginning with, let's get past all the opens. These are my errors. Online remove starts here. So you'll see preparing to start, and we have extend to size it. And then we do the started, and then you'll see removing blocks. And we tell you how many blocks we move. We'll get all of them done. Okay? And again, more extended messages for different data set, trying to resize it to make it match. We've got to make it big as the old data set. One of the things Online Remove does is we actually do a catalog and rename for you to get rid of the old data set and a new data set. If you keep your old data set, we rename it with a suffix that starts with H that keeps it out there. If you choose to delete it, we don't do that. We simply get rid of it for you. So part of the rename process, we're renaming this .new to the existing data set, which happens to be the real data set name. And we do a scratch as part of that process. This new layer technology we use to process Online Remove. At the end, what you end up with is your existing data sets look just like they did before, except not on new volumes. But these are all examples of messages you can see when the thing is running. And we're moving all these areas at one time. So if you want to know what our status is for this particular run, what you're running, we have a new console command called status Online Remove, OAM. And that's what it looks like. And one is still running. These are all done. And basically, when they're done here, what that means is, by done means you have to close the data set if you want to do a second Online Remove. We will not permit you to do a second one without a close. And the data set Online Remove is now done, so we'll just run the same command again, and they'll also be done. So that's an example of Online Remove. So we're done with that part. Now we'll move on to what we call Table Alter 24/7, which basically allows you to manage compression routines at the table level. So let's go look at an example of how to do that. In this job, what you do is you have a DD update, which drives this work, and you have a 1000 alter. You give it the table you want to alter, you follow by the attributes you want to set. In this case, temperature and compression. No compression of any kind to press back weak on all these tables at one time. And you do one table, or you can do as many as you like. There's no limit to how many you can run at one time. What we can do now is run this job. And I just started to see what Muff's doing now. And Muff is starting alters. You can see the messages coming process. You can see the message here accepted the alter. It means you like the format. He's going to go from compressed to press back weak. Tells you he's altering. It tells you what row he's on. This is a row mover, not a block mover. And you see how fast he moved 500,000, almost 4,000 rows. And you got status complete. And that's another table running. Here's 1 million rows here running. Almost 2 million rows. As you see, he didn't take long to move that many rows. So it's actually pretty fast what he does. And we have a new command also to also look at like an Online Remove. We have no status command specific for this function too. Status TA24. And you have 3 guys still running. So that's an example of Online Remove. And that concludes my demonstration for you. Thank you for your time.